Shalom, 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 shalom. Before we even get started in this lesson, first and foremost, want to start by giving all praises and glory to Yahawah bahasham, Yahawashi bahasham, Rakah HaKadash. Secondly, want to give double honors to the Elders Apostles of Great Millstone who rule well and worthy of double honors. And third and lastly, want to give salutation to all the occupants of the hopeful elect that pushing forth this word and this truth in righteousness, sincerity throughout the four corners. Shalom, shalom, shalom. My brother Hakah, GMS South Carolina Midlands branch, back with another listen, another video here. And I was checking out, some stories on this, this news coverage of this Jake that's in Detroit, where he shot at his wife, where he shot at her 20 times, man. She still survived at the end of the day, but they was giving drop back. As you can see, it says it found out 3 kids he raised are not his, man. Now, I don't know if, like I said, I've been watching the news coverage and, nothing in the news mentioned the reason why he went to his wife's job to pretty much execute her and take her out. It didn't give the details why, what was his motive at the end of the day. Now, in nigga news on the streets, they got it, he found out 3 of his kids was not his, that him and his wife supposedly supposed to have together. Now, it makes sense. That would make a man lose it at the end of the damn day or whatnot. As you can see, in this picture right here, I guess the before and after, he's smiling with his wife, like he love his wife. At the end of the day, seem like she's happy at the end of the damn day or whatnot, right? But he caught that goddamn news that, he found out, allegedly that those 3 kids are not his. I can understand, man, seeing this Jake crash out at the end of the day or whatnot. So I'm going to use the word allegedly on this right here, okay? But we have situations and scenarios like this that happens every day with Jake. There's a lot of Jake men taking care of kids that's not theirs at the end of the day, okay? So, like I say, we're going to use the word allegedly right now because his motives, the motives of why, he shot at her 20 times and he actually, he put a couple of hot slugs up in her at the end of the day, but she was able to survive. She's up there in the ICU recovering now as we speak. So I'm not going to say for a fact that that was the reason why he crashed out. I got my thoughts on that, but I'm just going to stick to the point to where we have incidents like this that happen every day when it comes to Jake. Now, whether this situation is that, I don't know. Only thing we know is he shot her ass 20 times. We don't know the reason. He shot at her 20 times. We don't know the reason or the motive why he did it. But, the streets in Detroit, because it's happened in Detroit. The streets in Detroit saying that he found out that the 3 kids that they supposedly supposed to have together, he did a DNA and found out none of those kids was his. So, he crashed out. And, for a man to sit up there and ready to execute your wife like that, it gotta be, unless he on some drugs or something, unless he on some fucking drugs or he just a fucking demon. Outside of that, man, usually, she done cheated on him. She done had an affair on him. Or she done had an affair plus, she carried another man's seed and she went about it as if that was his seed, which it wasn't, and he found out and he crashed out. That'll make a lot of guys crash out, man. That would make a lot of guys adultery. If you done pass him an STD that he can't get rid of, and he, I done seen a lot of stories like that. Jake take their woman out because they gave him a STD. She gave him a STD where they can't get rid of. So it ain't hard for me to believe, he, that might be the situation. She done had, he done found out those 3 kids weren't his, man. Okay. But like I said, ain't nothing concrete, official on that at the end of the day, man. It's just social media saying this shit right now. But nevertheless, man, we're going to play this video from Anton Daniels, his blockhead. But nevertheless, we're going to play this video. And this fair use, Esau, fair use, my YouTube channel is not monetized. And this right here is for educational purposes only at the end of the day. So we're going to check this little clip right here out of Anton Daniels. And once again, This is fair use, fair use.
Following breaking news out of Sterling Heights, where police say a husband shot his wife in her work parking lot. That shooting happened at the Pomeroy Living Center on 15 Mile near DeQuinder. Gina Vici has an update on the victim's condition and the investigation.
Yeah, this is still a very active scene behind me. Take a look at this. Look at the bullet casing markings on the ground here. Sterling Heights police saying around 8 o'clock this morning they received a 911 call that a woman had been shot in the parking lot here at the Pomeroy Living Center off of 15 Mile near DeQuinder. We're told an employee was shot by her husband in the parking lot. We're told they both lived in the city of Warren and that the husband came up to his wife's employer and shot her several times. Police thankfully were able to respond to the scene within seconds. The wife was rushed to a nearby hospital where she is still alive. Police encountered the husband who was armed with a revolver and were able to take him into custody. Here is Captain Mario Bastianelli talking about the moment officers encountered the gunman.
But like I said, our officers were here, very quickly. So, which makes all the difference in the world of somebody with a gun and they're actively shooting at people. So this happened to be a targeted incident because it was a domestic situation. But you never know how these things are going to transpire, right? How they're going to work out. Officers show up, you have a guy with a gun, Does he go peacefully or does this end up, turning into a shootout with our officers? It's a, very stressful situation on everybody, including our officers arriving. All in all, a good ending to a bad situation.
Again, we're told the female victim is expected to survive despite being shot several times in the body. And again, her husband has been taken into custody. No word yet on when he could be charged. In Sterling Heights, Gino Vici.
So this is what's really happening in the streets. This is what they're saying is happening in the streets, all right? They're saying that this woman basically had children. They were married for at least 9 to 10 years, somewhere around a decade. And that she basically had 3 children that he thought was his and that he found out that they weren't his. And so as a result, he couldn't take the pressure. He crashed out and then he wound up going up to her job. And then this was what happened. He wound up shooting her. Obviously, it seems like he tried to take her out. He wasn't able to successfully take her out, which I'm not saying that he should have successfully taken her out, because I'm always going to stand on the whole idea that nobody should have to lose their life over a domestic violence situation. However, I understand. I can't say that I'm not justifying it. I'm not saying that it should have happened. But I truly understand. And the question that I have to ask you guys is, when will women be accountable for the decisions?
They're gonna be held accountable when Yahawashi shot held their ass accountable when he bring judgment upon them at the end of the damn day, man. All right, Now, let's go ahead and get into some scriptures here, man. All right, because, she was able to survive those gunshots, man. And like I said, man, for that man just to, I don't even know him. I ain't got to know him, man. All right, But just his actions alone, and, for somebody that want to, try to execute you, and he's just going to throw his life away. This man he thought that they had 3 kids together. So you mean to tell me he ready to execute her, all right, take her out, and then he already know his life is going, he already know his life going to be gone as well too, because he gonna have to serve a long time, a prison sentence, for taking a body or making an attempt to take a body and whatnot, which is his wife or whatnot. You mean to tell me he gonna throw away his life over something, over something simple? Nah, it ain't gonna be over something small, man, over a small matter. It gonna be over some, adultery, man, adultery. I'm starting to lean towards more so he found out them damn kids wasn't, wasn't his, or she done committed adultery on it. It is one out of two. She done committed adultery on this man, or she committed adultery. She committed adultery on him, or the second option. My second thought or my second opinion is, I believe she done committed adultery and had kids. On the outside, man, she done committed adultery and she done had and carried another man's seed and put that seed on her husband at the end of the day. Later on, for him to find out those kids wasn't his, and that would made him flip. I can see that, man. I can see that, bro. I don't think he want to just execute her for no damn reason, man, because she forgot to cook him some dinner, man. All right, she forgot to leave him some food on the stove, man. All right, I don't think it's something small like that, man. Okay, let's get Proverbs 6. All right, and you know sometimes you got Jake, they'll take their wife out of, you know, it be cases, you know, not to say they pertain to this case, but it be cases where the woman ready to leave her husband. All right, you know, in which a woman is supposed to, a woman in the law, man, you know what I'm saying? In the law, a woman can't divorce her husband. A husband can divorce and give his woman a bill of divorce, but a woman can't divorce her husband at the end of the damn day. So that'll bring rage upon a man as well, too. All right, a lot of time a woman want to leave. Why? Because, oh, he cheated, in which a man can't cheat. A man can commit adultery, but a man can't cheat, man. All right, because a man can have multiple women. Long as those women that man is dealing with, long as those women doesn't have a husband, all right, long as they ain't got a husband or they're not betrothed by another man, in essence, they're not promised to another man, that man can deal, you can deal with as many women as you can afford to take care of at the end of the day or whatnot, as long as they don't have a man or they're promised to a man at the end of the damn day, man. All right, you know? But nevertheless, man, let's get Proverbs 6 and 34. For jealousy is the rage of a man. Yeah, jealousy, man. All right, because like the scripture says, man, in matter of fact, we're gonna get back to Proverbs 6, man. Let's get Sirach. Ecclesiastes, also known as Sirach and Apocrypha, which also the scripture I'm gonna pull also gonna show you a man and a woman ain't fucking equal, man. A man is over a woman at the end of the day, man. All right, okay, whether you know that or not, whether you agree or not, that's the truth, man. That's facts, man. That's law. Say Yahawah, man. All right, that's the ordinance. Thus saith Yahawah. Ecclesiastes, I don't give a fuck what y'all mindset, you got them feminist mindset that you have in Babylon and you weak beta male mindset that, you know what I'm saying, that you develop in Babylon. Hey, man, the word of Yahawah is going to fucking stand, man. All right, we don't care. Esau done changed the ordinance of Yahawah, man. All right, you know, hey, the words of Yahawah is going to stand at the end of the damn day or whatnot, period, man. Now, this right here, Ecclesiastes, whether you like it or not, Ecclesiastes 36, verse 24, he that getteth a wife beginneth a possession. So show you right there, your wife is your possession, man. So when a man sit up there and sleep with your woman, commit adultery with your woman, actually that man is stealing, man, your possession at the end of the day because your woman belonged to you, man. All right, you know, that's why a man have rage. That's why, you know what I'm saying, nothing you can do, you know what I'm saying, to deter that man, you know what I'm saying, when he's in that rage where he's going to execute, he's going to take that woman out and that guy that she committed adultery out if he can get up with that guy. But for surely, hell, he going to take that woman ass out at the end of the damn day, man. All right, because that rage, hey, that's Yahawah putting that rage on him, and nobody can turn that rage down at the end of the day, man. That man see red, man. All right, you know, and when he see his target, all right, you know what I'm saying, he gonna spot him and shoot him, man, at the end of the day, man. Okay, all right. It says, he that getteth a wife begetteth a possession, a help like unto himself, and a pillar of rest, man. But these damn women ain't no pillar of rest on this side, man. You know what I'm saying? Majority of them, man. Yeah, it's a few sisters out there that listen and coming back and returning back to Yahawah by listening to the prophets, all right, you know, and taking heed and hearkening to the men of the Lord, and that's great millstone, you know what I'm saying, and starting with the Elders Apostles to the elder bishops on down to us and all the true affiliates, man. All right, so you got a few sisters out there that does their best to be a pillar of rest, but it's very few far in between, man, at the end of the damn day. Because majority of these women cause you nothing but motherfucking stress at the end of the damn day, man. But nevertheless, this right here, let's get back to Proverbs 6, all right, and 34, and we're going to read verse 35 as well, too. It says, for jealousy is the rage of a man. Therefore, he will not spare in the day of vengeance. So, you know, that woman can be crying, baby, no, I love you, baby, please forgive me. But you can say all that bullshit, man. All right, that man ain't gonna hear none of that shit. We got kids, we have kids together. What gonna happen to our kids? He ain't gonna, in that moment, in that damn moment, and when that rage is on him, it ain't no rational thinking, man. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna be the judge and the fucking jury at the end of the day, man. In that moment, man. All right, you know, he's gonna execute her, man. All right, whether he choke her ass out or stump her ass out, All right, he got a knife. He gonna stab her ass. If he got instrument, a sword, which it could be in any form, a gun, or you know what I'm saying, a literary sword. Hey, he gonna use that instrument. All right, and take her ass out, or make an attempt to take her ass out, man. In this case, he made an attempt to execute. He meant to take her ass out and send her ass up to the upper room, but Yahawashi spare her wicked ass life, man. The Most High probably got something else, another greater death for her ass, man. All right, she got away from that one. Them gunshots, them bullet wounds, man. She'll never be the same after that. You better believe that, man. She'll think twice before she commit adultery again, man. Okay, all right. It says, "For jealousy is the rage of a man; therefore he will not spare in a day of vengeance. He will not regard any ransom, neither will he rest content, though thou give as many gifts." So, man, that's the anger of Yahawashi. You know what I'm saying? On that man. All right, when that woman committed adultery, man, ain't nothing gonna be able to turn him away, man. You know what I'm saying? For taking her ass out, and in some cases, that man who she committed adultery with, taking his ass out too. All right, 'cause in most cases, these niggas know that the woman that they're dealing with, the woman they commit adultery with, they know that woman has a man, but these niggas don't give a fuck, man. They don't care, man. That's how wicked these niggas are. That's why the scripture say, Yahawashi say, this is an adulterous generation, man. They're adulterous generation, man. Not only physically, but spiritually too. Because these niggas don't return back to Yahawashi. They commit adultery when they trust in Egypt, when they trust in the gods of the other heathen nations as well too. So, you know what I'm saying? They commit adultery, you know what I'm saying, 2 times, man. Spiritually and physically, man. And either or spiritually or physically, Yahawashi can put your ass to fucking death, man. All right? Okay? Whether you committing spiritual adultery or physical adultery, it has to get put to fucking death. It's gonna be the same judgment at the end of the day, bro. All right. Now let's get Proverbs. No, matter of fact, before we get that, let's get Leviticus. Because I said in the law, if a woman commit adultery, has supposed to be put to fucking death in the law. Let's get that. Leviticus 20:10. "And the man that committeth adultery with another man's wife, even he that committeth adultery with his neighbor's wife, the adulterer, which is the man, and the adulteress, which is the woman, shall surely be put to death." So that's a judgment, man, on adultery right there, man. Both parties supposed to be put to fucking death, man, at the end of the damn day. Now in case, because you got women out here that fucking lie their fucking ass off too. Now if a woman sit up there and she give you the pretense like she's single and she lying to you, they ain't gonna count against you now. But no sooner you find out she got a husband, you're supposed to cut her wicked ass off, man. You're supposed to cut that wicked bitch off, man. All right, okay, and you better pray to Yahawashi and ask for forgiveness and go on a goddamn fast, man. All right, okay, all right, because you know what I'm saying. Like I said, you got some cases where women do motherfucking lie and shit, so they ain't gonna be on you if she is a fucking liar, man. And you have no way of knowing, all right, that she got a man or whatnot. She lying now, but if you know she got a damn man and your ass still lie with her, then man, you committed adultery, man. All right, So the Most High, Yahawashi ain't gonna wink at that, man. All right, so that's a death sentence right there, man. So that's a dangerous game to motherfucking play, man. All right, and then like we said, man, that damn her man find out, man. You got a lot of jakes out here, man, that been put in the goddamn graveyard for messing with another man's woman, bro. A lot of jake out there in the graveyard, man, for sleeping and messing around with another man's woman, and that's righteous judgment. Yahawashi bringing out at the end of the day, because you don't supposed to be touching another man's fucking woman, man. At the end of the damn day, man. Okay, that's within the law. Now I stated earlier, a man can have multiple women, which we gonna have multiple women, man. That's our God-given right, man. All right, Did not King David have multiple women? Did the Most High say he went off? No. You know what I'm saying? Did not King Solomon had multiple women, man, over 1,000, man. All right, Did Yahawashi say King Solomon went off? No, because a man can have multiple women, man. All right, when we get into that hour of temptation, Jacob's trouble, guess what? We're gonna have multiple women. It's more women on this earth than men, man. All right, like Yahawashi said, he did not create the man for the woman. He created the woman for the man at the end of the day. The woman is our pleasure. She's our glory at the end of the day. So we can have multiple women, man. Isaiah 4:1. And in that day, all right, and that's future prophecy, all right, future prophecy, which is coming upon us, man, quickly at that too. And then it says, and in that day, 7 women, and 7 just means a complete. No, it actually means the number 7. It just means completion, man, because there can be 100, 1,000, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, up 5,000, man. Hey, you know, however, Yahawashi shall lot you with at the end of the damn day, we gonna have ass of fucking women, man. All right, you know, we got to bring, because the elect is gonna bring back the nation, man, of Israel, the 2/3 that's not gonna make it the first go around. All right, and get put to death here in Babylon. Hell, they're gonna have to come back in the kingdom, because reincarnation, for you clowns out there don't understand reincarnation. Yes, we still gonna have sex in the kingdom, nigga. All right, whether y'all know that or not. All right, these wacky tacky Christians don't understand that. And heaven is gonna be down here on earth, man. Our kingdom is gonna be right down here on fucking earth, man. So yes, we gonna have multiple fucking women, man, whether you niggas like it or not, man. Okay. Now it says, and in that day 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach, man. So that's the only way, you know what I'm saying, you got them women, man, gonna make it out of here, you know what I'm saying, through a man of the Lord, man, through a elect of Yahawashi shot. All right, and only the elect gonna come from the nation of Israel, okay? So-called Negroes, so-called Latinos, so-called Native Americans, to you so-called Hispanics at the end of the day or whatnot, man. Okay, all right? So, yes, we can have multiple women at the end of the day for these clowns out here, man. All right? Now, I'm gonna end with this scripture here, man. 'Cause that's what a lot of these women out here, we have a term called, that's not your girl, it's just your turn at the end of the day, man. Because these damn women can love you one day, all right, and they can be on to the next fucking day, man. All right, you know. So, you know, these women, man, they're like the they like the win at the end of the day. They go to and fro, man. They like the motherfucking win, man. Okay. Let me see here. Proverbs 30 and 20. We're gonna read that, and then we're gonna that gonna be a wrap on this lesson right here. Proverbs 30 and 20. Such is the way of an adulterous woman, man. Yeah, adulterous woman. And a lot of these women are adulterous, man. All right, a lot of them commit adultery at the end of the day. You have, I mean, just like when you be watching those goddamn gold digger pranks on YouTube, on the internet, on social media, you know what I'm saying? Some of them damn jakes, when they fucking walking, when they're not in their car, when they're not in their vehicle, they just walking like a regular fucking jake. They been, you know what I'm saying, walking, being themselves or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Don't have no motherfucking a foreign car, right, to make them look more interesting at the end of the day to the eyes of these damn gold diggers, to gain more interest in the eyes of these gold diggers. You know what I'm saying? They be like plain John Does and shit when they walking on that damn sidewalk, and when they approach some of these damn women, they'll let them know, oh, I got a man. But no sooner when they hit that goddamn key, man, hit that button on that key, you know what I'm saying? You know, crank that damn vehicle up, and they hear that damn loud ass V10 roaring and shit or whatnot, and they turn around, they like what that old song, that old Patti LaBelle song, I got a new attitude. They have a new attitude, man. They running down on a fucking, or running down to that damn car, knocking on the damn fucking window and shit, trying to get the attention of that damn Jake that they just diss. They just diss his ass. You not my type. You're not my type. All right, when he walking on feet, you not my type. You not my type. But no sooner when his ass goddamn go back to that damn vehicle. Now they told him, I got a man. I got a man. Okay, soon as that nigga get in that damn fucking foreign car, right? That luxury car, what happened, man? They knocking on the damn fucking window. What was your name again? What was your name? Oh, babe, I thought you had a man. Oh, he ain't gotta know. He ain't gotta know nothing. This between, you know what? It was going bad between me and him anyway. We wasn't doing good no way, you know. I was ready to leave him anyway or whatnot. We're not seeing eye to eye. You know, they'll make up all kind of lies, man. All right, you know what I'm saying, you know, because they're adulterers, they're fucking hoes, man. All right, they gold diggers, man. All right, you know, they you know what I'm saying, they out there digging for fucking gold, man. All right, but it says, such is the way of an adulterous woman, man. She eateth and wipeth her mouth and saith, I have done no wickedness, man. Because this bitch commit all kind of wicked acts. All right, she'll be effing and sucking, all right, literally, all right, and go back to her damn husband, all right, you know what I'm saying, kiss him. All right, you know, look him in his eyes like she ain't did nothing wrong at the end of the day. All right, like she's a virtuous woman, which she ain't no fucking virtuous woman, man. All right, she nothing but a fucking harlot, man, a fucking hoe, man, a slut bucket, man. At the end of the day, fucking every Tom, Dick, and Harry, man, that got a fucking bag, that got money, or some jakes, man. If she interested in, she want that jake. If he a thug, a nigga that been in and out of prison, you know what I'm saying? Cause they love them prison niggas too. Oh yeah, I want him to blow my back out. I want him, and she still will come back to you, man. Still come back to you like she ain't did nothing, like she innocent. And like the case of this damn bitch right here, you know what I'm saying, that got shot up and shit. You know what I'm saying? Let me see if that's still showing. Like this damn broad that got shot up or whatever. You know what I'm saying? What was she doing, man? She was acting like she was goddamn
Following breaking news.
like she ain't did anything or whatnot. Man found out his 3 kids weren't his or whatnot. Okay, all right, that's an adulterous woman right there. How you taking care of kids and not even yours, man? All right. Got this Jake looking all fucking crazy. Got blood on his face, looking all kind of crazy, man. You can tell, man. This Jake right here, he done, man. Shit, man. Them damn demons, man. How about I give on to them demons, man? He ready to goddamn. He tried to take her ass and execute her, man. He ain't even in his right frame of mind. You can look at him, man. Look at his countenance at the end of the damn day or whatnot, man. All right, you know, okay. That look like a man that you know what I'm saying, that got that fucking rage in him or whatnot, man. All right, you know. I tell you, boy, you look in his goddamn eyes, man. All right, you know what I'm saying? You know? And because of the damn nigga woman at the end of the damn day or whatnot, man. Okay, all right? She turned him into a fucking monster at the end of the day, man. He ready to execute her ass, and he tried to anyway. He tried his best to execute and take her ass out. All right, but, you know, evidently, man, she had Satan on her side, man. Satan, you know what I'm saying? Had them demons protecting her ass and shit, because she ain't nothing but a fucking demon any damn way, man. All right, but most I gonna have a serious judgment on her ass anyway. So you know she gonna catch her judgment. Ain't nobody get away with anything, man. All right, you know everybody gonna have to give an account before Yahawah. But like I said, man, you look at this Jake, man. You can tell, boy, he ain't in his right frame of mind, man. All right, that rage, man. All right, the rage is in the man at the end of the day or whatnot, man. Okay, only thing he seen was fucking blood at the end of the day, bro. All right. Nigga woman can bring you to that, boy, to that point. All right, that's why the Elders Apostles say, stay away from the nigga woman, man. Stay away from the fucking nigga woman, man. You know, there's another reason, another example to stay away from my ass. You know, the harlot, man. But nevertheless, man, that's the end of my listen. I pray and I hope that it was edifying to the body, hope for elect. And with that, I want to say shalom, shalom.